That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Pitching, defense, and the world's largest collection of pennant race titles, Ted Danson looks to convert that lethality to an XBL legacy. Season 8's most impressive hurler begins a follow-up campaign for the ages. In his way stands the reinvented form of semifinalist weaver4prez, a man on a mission to make his believers proud and find his own hardware along the way. Danson's Dragoons, Weaver's Beavers. This is Match of the Week.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final matchup of opening day for Season 9 of the XBL, the Cross-Platform Baseball League. I'm Light Snack, a.k.a. Florabelle, a.k.a. your play-by-play announcer. With me on color commentary is one of the commissioners of the XBL, the Big D Money, Dwayne. Dwayne, let me just ask you up front, can this series between weaver4prez and Ted Danson match the hype of today's earlier games?
I really do think it has the potential to. You know, we've got a very electrifying matchup between Weaver and Ted. They're both very, very well-rounded players. Going into it, honestly, I can't call it. I think, you know, a sweep for either team is going to go a long way down the stretch. But here on opening day tonight, it's absolutely heads or tails. I'm very, very excited to see what it's going to bring. And yeah, they've got a lot to live up to after the shows we saw put on earlier. But I think they are up to the task.
Absolutely. I think no matter what we see from these two teams, it's going to be intense. Both of these guys were proven playoff contenders last season. Weaver, of course, making it to the semifinals. Ted, a quick exit against Ashnod's Coupon, but he was still able to, I believe, take a series there in the start of the postseason.
Yeah, indeed. He was able to win his initial series, I believe, against Chris. So that was the first one off the slate in the playoffs. So he got to it early and he beat Chris early. It did go 5 games, one of the few series that did go the length last season in the playoffs. But Ted this offseason has been working hard with that Dragoons team. I think he's got a lot of upward potential going forward, and so does his opponent tonight in Weaver. The Beavers are very, very dangerous. He's been working hard himself this offseason. We saw a really, really strong playoff run out of him, which saw him in the semifinals against Lazy, where he even nipped a couple games. So tonight it goes any way.
It could easily go either way. We could see either of these teams sweep, or we could see a big split from this matchup. I think we have two kind of different yet similar approaches when it comes down to it. We hear so much about Ted and his ability to put together a rally with that Dragoons offense. It feels like once he starts scoring runs in an inning, it's difficult to stop him. Weaver, on the other hand, what do you think is going to be his key to not only just stopping Ted's offensive bursts, but creating some of his own?
Consistency. You know, he's going to have to be able to work Ted around the strikes and force Ted to come to him, make mistakes and throw in strikes. Weaver's shown the ability to have a good eye in the past. It can get away from him at times, but when he's locked in, we saw him take it all the way to the semifinals, and he's coming off a very hot finish. So I think tonight he's going to be looking to be aggressive but consistent against Ted, and that's what you got to do to be able to fight in the face of, you know, an inevitable rally usually that you will see out of the Dragoons team. Ted's approach has varied between contact and power hitting. I believe nowadays it's a little bit more power hitting. So tonight, maybe look to Ted to try and switch things up, get some power, and, you know, you might see a few uncharacteristic home runs out of him or something like that. But either way, I think Weaver's got a big chance tonight to make a push for that top 4 if he can come up with wins over Ted, but Ted would do well with an upset.
Yeah, it's only... I love how we're talking about the top 4 already when it's just like the very first day in
right, there's still a lot of shaking up.
Still a lot of... Anything can happen this season, and, you know, there's only one way we can find out how it's going to shake down, and that's to hop right into it. So, folks, stay tuned. We're going to get that game 1 of this series on opening day between Weaver's Beavers and Ted Danson's Dragoons. Don't go anywhere. And it is a black screen. Oh, no, there it is. And we are loading into Emerald Diamond here, a familiar sight for those of you who were watching earlier. This was the we played here in the first series of the XBL match of the week earlier today, but now it acts as the home for weaver4prez and his Beavers, who will be the home team against Ted Danson and his Dragoons. We'll see how things get started for the top of the order for the Dragoons. Yuretsi McLaughlin will be leading things off against the pitcher, the starting pitcher, Walter Maverick. The first pitch of the game is swung on and fouled down the first base line. A diving attempt there by the first baseman of Weaver's team, but it isn't able to come up with the ball. A quick 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her. The whiffer trait activates and isn't able to connect with the ball.
Yeah, so a lot of aggression there from Ted early, striking out, swinging on the first batter, going after the first pitch for the foul ball. He's a little bit eager to get off of his seat here, get the season started, it looks like. So big for Weaver to get a nice strikeout and start things off.
3-0 count here. Lays off of the pitch. That is a strike. The 3-1. Check swing on the high pitch. And the payoff pitch is on the way. It is swung on to right field. And Boozy Manga will catch the ball in right field for out number 2.
Now we've got the dangerous 3-hole hitter, Winkleson, up. This is a guy, that can really get a rally started, but Ted's got to be selective. Looking like a little eager here to start off.
Big power versus lefties. And he lays into that one. Hit well to center field. Oh, a diving effort by Cooper in center, but she isn't able to come up with it. It is going to be a 2-out double for Ted Danson and his Dragoons.
An absolute rocket off the back from Winkleson. He always seems to hit the ball hard. That one just really uncatchable for Cooper, even with her stellar speed and pretty good time dive.
Big swing and a miss right down the middle. The 0-2. Big check swing. Ted trying to bring the runner home. Reaches for that low pitch and fouls it off. And swing and a miss. Got her with the 100-mile-per-hour heater.
Yeah, that was a big heat there from Weaver. Good sequencing to get Ted, off the timing. Able to get him to swing and miss. And now he's got his chance with the dangerous leadoff hitter this offseason in Gavin Weeks.
That one is laced right back up the middle to center field. It will be a lead-off hit for Weaver's Beavers, who are going to try to do what Ted Danson could not in the first inning.
Yeah, nice start to the season. First pitch swinging, nice little single up the middle. Hopefully a good omen for the Beavers to start things off. We'll see what they can do against Calamansi Booth. Very interesting build ace for this Dragoons staff, but she's had a lot of success in the past season.
That one catches the outside corner for a strike. A big swing and a miss on the cutter inside. The 1-2. Cutter frozen. Hits the inside corner. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, perhaps Weaver just not expecting the fastball there. I don't know. That's not one you really want to let go by with a hitter, especially the caliber of Connie Cooper. But either way, great strikeout for Ted. Good placement.
Change up just a bit outside here to Boozy Manga. The 1-1. Throws it to first, keeping the runner there. Weaver not thinking about stealing, at least not yet. The 1-1. Taken all the way just inside. The cutter misses. Low and away change up. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase that one. Brings the count even to 2-2. The low and inside cutter not offered at. Brings the count full. The payoff pitch to Manga. Swung on down the third base line into foul territory. McLaughlin unable to get to it. It will land as a foul ball, but the payoff pitch right down the middle. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, that's big there. He's used a lot of sequencing. He's already thrown 12 pitches through 3 batters in this game. The leadoff single was only on the first pitch, so he's working him a little bit, but that one's lifted to center. Should end the inning, and it does.
A lead-off single for the Beavers and nothing else. So both teams with a hit each, but no runs to speak of yet. We head to the top of the second. 5, 6, and 7 batters due up for Ted Danson.
You can tell both these guys getting, a little bit crafty on the mound, using left-handed pitchers and having to work their way around the strong eyes of their opponent early on.
A good glove there by Maverick, able to handle the comebacker for out number 1. First pitch is swung onto deep right field. Not enough strong contact to send it out of the park, though. Manga catches it at the track.
Bottom of this Dragoons order can be just as dangerous as the top, depending on who and what you give up to them. Kruger here is a pretty dangerous hitter.
But caught off balance. 3 great pitches, quality pitches from Weaver there. A quick 3-pitch strikeout sends us to the bottom of the second. Bong Chongle due up.
Weaver showed a lot of aggression there, just going right after Ted, and it really paid off with that 100-mile-an-hour heater painting the zone, getting him to check swing.
Changeup way out of the zone. Catcher can't even handle it. Good thing nobody was on base there for the Dragoons. The 2-0. That one is hammered. Deep center field. Gone! The Beavers strike first.
Bong Chongle, baby, going deep. 459 feet for the Beavers to open up the scoring. What a shot. That pitch was just hung up there for him.
He took that one for a ride, probably ended up in the water out there. And the Beavers lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the second, with Simon Bombaclat due up with nobody on and nobody out. Big swing and a miss there on the inside changeup. Contact versus lefties won't help him out here as this one is popped up on the infield. Booth will take it herself. Makes the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a heat check. We were just getting underneath that one. Here's Uncle Chivas, the new addition.
He's made some statements in the offseason. We'll see what he does here. He grounds it to Burgess, throws it to Winkelson for out number 2.
Yeah, Chivas not able to do anything in his first XBL AB. Here comes Nornsby.
Nongchias Nornsby batting in the 8-hole. The shortstop for this Beavers offense. Grounds it to Agro, throws it to Winkelson for out number 3. We head to the top of the third, but not until, well, not after, sorry, not before Weaver is able to hit that monster home run blast to give himself a 1-0 lead.
And until after, before when, Weaver scores a run.
I believe hereafter, as that one is fouled into the seats. To bring the count 0-2, swing and a miss, blew the 101-mile-per-hour heater right by her.
Yeah, Mavericks really got it working right now, just using the fastball and sequencing very well to get Ted off balance. Ted has been aggressive, but his timing seems off. He's got to find a way to get on base, and it looks like he's going to not get one there.
Gannon Weeks with an amazing slide there in left field to keep the Dragoons off the base paths. 2 outs and nobody on for the top of the order. Yoretzi McLaughlin swing and a miss on that big heater. Walter Maverick may be BB prone, but he is locked in right now and will stay so as that one is lined into the glove of Barles Charkley at first base.
Getting out of it there is Weaver, just unable, good contact for Ted. He's just unable to really find some runners on the base paths.
Backdoor slider finds the dot of the zone for strike number 1. That one just a bit outside. Kalamanzi Booth, her 27th pitch is right back up the middle. She isn't able to put a glove on it, and it will be a leadoff single for the Beavers.
Yeah, Walter Maverick getting up there, getting a good single. Just a hung curve ball, not really as low as Ted would have liked it. So Weaver does a good job getting a piece.
Big first pitch strike there. Ted looking to keep this a 1-run game for the time being. This one lined right into the glove of Winkelson. He steps on the bag. Double play.
Center fielder, number 18.
Incredible double play there as Cooper puts a charge into that one, but tailwind right where it's hit in center field. Doesn't quite reach the warning track. And the Beavers definitely threatened there. But in the end, they do not score. We head to the top of the fourth. 2, 3, 4 batters due up for the Dragoons.
You're seeing a lot of hard contact out of Weaver, so Ted was very lucky to get out of that. The double play was extremely, extremely fortunate.
The 2-1 to Agro, roped back up the middle. Maverick can't get a glove on it. And it's a leadoff runner for the Dragoons this time around.
The first baseman, number
And now we've got the dangerous Winkelson, who had a double in the first. Checks at the first one.
A double here would likely tie the game, and that's exactly what Ted is looking to do, if not take the lead. The 1-1 is a bit low and inside, brings the count to 2-1. Maverick still locked in as he throws that one a swing and a miss. The 2-2, big check swing, just a bit outside. The payoff pitch, low, swung on, back to Maverick, throws to second, in time for out number 1. It's a double play.
Yeah, very tough break for Ted. He just could not hold up on the 3-2 payoff pitch. I think he was expecting Weaver to really come to him there, but Weaver got him to fish.
Another, after a double play, just like we saw in the bottom of the third for Weaver, here in the top of the fourth, Ted swings at the first pitch after a double play, which ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Beavers lead by 1.
number 40.
Yup.
The inside cutter is belted to left field. Gone!
I knew
Right
that.
into the back row.
The second he threw that pitch, that was sent. It was. You don't leave a cutter there. You don't leave a cutter there. Absolutely crushed for Manga. 2-run lead for the Beavers.
Number 11.
Beavers just looking to tack onto this lead. Barles Charkley stepping in, the cleanup batter. A big swing there on the heater. Looking to go back-to-back, possibly. The 1-1 slider is swung on, finds the gap in right field. That'll be extra bases for the Beavers. And just like that, Weaver sending her to third. The play at third is not in time. A gutsy send there by Weaver, and it pays off.
Yeah, we're going to have to clip that one and take it to the booth later on for some review. I don't know how close that one was at third. It looked like the throw was just there. Good contact by Chongle. It's going to score the runner with no outs. So trade and run for the out. Beavers score another one.
Pretty big send there by Weaver. Keeping the runner going home, even though it looked like it was possible that Ted's infielder could catch the ball before it hit the ground. So it will go as a ground out RBI. Beavers lead by 3 here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out and nobody on. The 2-1 to Bomboclet is swung on and missed. The 2-2, slider outside. Ooh, a check swing there, but he does not offer. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the high cutter.
Nicely placed there by Ted to get him to whiff on that cutter. Weaver, probably just like Ted in the last inning, eager to go after the 3-2 pitch. And both these pitchers throwing near the zone, but, you know, a tasty ball. Something to swing at, but not really make good contact with.
2-0 is swung on and lifted into shallow right field. The second baseman, Agro, ranges back and makes the catch for out number 3. We head to the top of the fifth, but the Beavers put up a crooked number in that inning. They lead 3-0.
Maverick is cruising as well, so Ted's got to find his feet. He needs to find some hits here in the middle of his order to try and start one of those patented Ted rallies. You know, even 1 run gets him back into this.
I think we're all anticipating a Ted rally sometime soon, as that one, good contact, belted to center field, but Connie Cooper, right where it's hitting, is able to make the catch. Walter Maverick still locked in here, 45 pitches thrown. The 0-1 to Skylar Cortez, low but swung on and missed. Whiffer trait activates. Big check swing there on the inside pitch. The 1-2, swing and a miss, overpowered her 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, Maverick is still dealing with that heater, just hitting triple digits in the middle of this ball game. He's only at 49 pitches now, so expect him to be able to whip that for a little while longer.
No stats diminishing quite yet for Maverick. The 1-2 is swung on weakly to Charkley, picks it up, steps on the bag. Another 1-2-3 inning just with the Beavers want to see as they head to the bottom of the fifth.
8-9-1 coming up now against Booth. She doesn't have too many pitches under her belt herself, but Weaver has been able to find some productivity in there.
Still, Ted, I'm sure, would be happy to see his starter go as long as she possibly can, as this first pitch is popped up into foul territory. It got a pretty good amount of distance there, but Kruger was able to get under it and make the catch for out number 1. The pitcher spot, and Maverick is staying in the game.
Walter started it off with a single last time. Let's see if he's able to get on base again, help his cause, and keep that mojo trending upward.
The 1-2 to Maverick, who's 1 for 1 on the day. Belts that one into right field. Kruger right at her, makes the grab. 2 outs there for Kruger.
He hit that hard, so Maverick pretty good with the stick there. Just unable to get it done. He's going to pass the baton to Maverick, or Ganawis, excuse me.
A good curveball there from Booth, able to find the low part of the zone.
The reconstruction of this Beavers lineup has proved to be pretty dangerous in the offseason, and so far so good.
Speaking of dangerous, that one is given a ride to center field. Tailwind, unable to make a play on it. It will bounce off the wall. Weaver is sending him to third. Another close play, but this time the ump calls him out at third.
Great throw there from Ted to get it in. I thought for a second he had the dive, but it ends up being the right decision to just get the ball and get it in there as quickly as he can, as Weaver with another gutsy send is thrown out at third base.
And we'll see if this creates a momentum shift in favor of the Dragoons here in the top of the 6th. They trail by 3, have yet to score a run in this game. Maverick still locked in. This pitch out of the zone is swung on towards the left field foul line, but Bombaclat able to range back and make a spectacular catch.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Nope, outside.
Ted has been stifled here. His hit total very, very low right now into the middle of this ball game.
A curious decision here to leave Booth in the pitcher's batting spot. Nornsby with an amazing diving effort to keep that one from getting into center field, and the slow pitcher is thrown out at first base.
Tough break there, just not enough speed on her to really get it all the way down the line. Took Nornsby a while to get the ball to first base, but 30 speed is not going to do it.
And now Walter Maverick is on fire. A big boost to his stats with 64 pitches thrown. The count is worked full. BB Prone activates right down the middle, but Uretzi McLaughlin unable to get good contact on it. Pops it up on the infield. Nornsby with the catch. That sends us to the bottom of the 6th.
One Ted definitely will want back. That pitch was a meatball, really. Piped over the heart of the plate pretty well. Just couldn't really get the placement on it, and that's a tough full count out to make.
Connie Cooper steps in, batting second, 0 for 2 on the day. Weaver's going to try to help her get her first hit, as that one off of the glove of a diving effort from Kruger, and with Connie's speed, that's going to be a lead-off double for the Beavers.
Big break to start things off for Weaver. Not so big break for Ted. You know he's very, very good at timing his dives and in his defense. Really unable to make the play there, though. I thought she would slide for it in that situation. I guess it was sort of the angle that it was coming in at, but either way, the dive unsuccessful.
Swings at the cutter, a very similar bloop, and this one lands as well. Kruger picks it up, fires it home, but Cooper's speed is way too much. Already across the plate, that's another run scored for the Beavers.
Yeah, 4-0 here, the lead building and the weight mounting upon Ted. He's still trying to navigate through this with Booth, as that one's lifted to left for McLaughlin to make a nice out, number 1.
And more weak contact there from the Beavers offense, but that one unable to find grass, as the past 2 have in this inning. A runner on first and 1 out. A lot of speed there. Ted knows it. Makes a pickoff attempt there to first. Booth is tense now on the mound. One misses low and inside. The 1-0 is swung on and lifted to shallow center field. It is the second baseman ranging back. Makes the grab for out number 2.
Amazing how you could say these guys with the faster pitching approaches, these pitching first approaches really work, as the length of this game, one here, is much, much shorter than what we saw in the first 2 series tonight.
Absolutely. They are working fast and diligently here. 1-1 here with 2 outs. To Simon Bombaclat. Has good contact versus lefties, but this one grounded weakly to aggro. Throws it to first for out number 3. That sends us to the top of the 7th inning. Heart of the Dragoons order due up.
Yeah, goose eggs in the run column for them so far, so got to find a way to break Maverick down. He's on fire with 65 pitches, so he's got a ways to go if he continues to have success.
Accuracy seeing a buff there, and even junk as well. Only Velo starting to deteriorate from his pitch count, but that one is laced into center field, and the Dragoons have a lead-off runner aboard, and Mojo down for Walter Maverick will bring him down to locked in, and we should see some lower stats from him now. Right down the middle, froze Winkelson on pitch number 1. The 0-1 is inside, but he swings at it, probably wishing he'd swung at pitch number 1. That one, an infield pop-up for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 11.
Harlow Ryan stepping in with a runner at first and 1 out. Check swing on the low and inside breaking ball. It's called a strike. That one misses outside. The 1-1 to Ryan. Another check swing, but dotted on the corner, called a strike. The 1-2. Ted protecting the plate there.
That's outside.
Check swing on the outside pitch. The 2-2. Another protection swing drives it foul into the dugout. The 2-2. Runner goes. Struck him out, but not thrown out. The runner does get second safely.
Good send by Ted there. Perhaps he was thinking that Weaver would just go for the ball and give him the ball there, but nice pitch by Weaver to scrape the zone and get a second out in the inning.
Ooh, a hanging pitch there that I'm sure Ted wishes he had bat. It is just popped up on the infield for out number 3. It is 7th inning stretch here at Emerald Diamond. The Beavers with a healthy 4-0 lead, and their 7, 8, and 9 batters due up.
Here's the 0-2. Uncle Chivas looking for his first hit in the XBL.
We'll see if he gets it here. Swings at the first pitch, the low curve. He will not, as Ryan throws him out at first.
Yeah, not wasting any time is Chivas at the plate. I believe he's swung early in the count a couple different times in this ball game.
I think he's, as a rookie to the XBL, trying his best to keep those nerves down, but at the same time, it's hard not to swing when you're at this level of play. Another quick out. Walter Maverick staying in the game, and that one's laced into right field. Should be a single, and it is. Walter Maverick is aboard with 2 outs.
Helping his own cause, keeping that mojo trending upward, like I said early on. He's 2 for 3.
2 outs and a runner on first base for the top of the order, Gannon Weeks, who is 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Make that 3 for 4s. That one is looped into left field for a base hit. First and second with 2 outs. The Beavers looking for some 2-out magic.
Very, very dangerous hitter to have up here with 2 outs as well. And Connie Cooper, Ted's got to find a way to navigate this one. Get her to swing at something.
Cutter inside. Way inside and not offered at. But this cutter, a little bit more swingable, and she makes contact on it right into the glove of the shortstop, sending us to the top of the 8th inning. The Beavers threaten, but they do not score.
Yeah, and limited runs really given up by Ted in this game. 4 is not a bad deficit to have to come back from, but when you've got only so many chances left on the board, it becomes to mount pretty high. So he's got to start now if he wants to find his way back into it.
Yeah, let's put it this way. He has 2 innings left to come through with one of his patented Ted Danson rally innings,
Indeed.
right?
Yes, he's got to start stringing something together fast.
On the leadoff batter, he will not, as that one is hit into center field and is caught for an out. Ooh, right down the middle. Can't place the reticle correctly. Quick 0-2 here to Kruger. Maverick still on fire. The 0-2 is swung on towards the hole, and it will get into right field. Manga's going to throw it first, but she is safe for a 1-out single for the Dragoons.
Nice piece there, just poking it through the hole.
Swinging at the first pitch there is Ted, but Nornsby lays out, makes the throw to first. Close play there, but is able to get there for out number 2. The runner advances to second.
Yeah, I believe good speed on that runner, too, the center fielder for the Dragoons. But Nornsby, with a good fielding setup, able to get it done. This could be a run, though.
Booth is done. The pinch hitter gets a single into center field. The play at the plate is not in time. The runner actually goes to second, so it will be an RBI double, and the Dragoons are on the board here in the 8th inning. Can we see a 2-out rally from Ted?
Perhaps. He's debating on pinch running for that player at second base, and Mags Lynn.
Looking for a little bit of extra speed on the base paths, and he does make the substitution. bringing in a pinch runner at second. Could Walter Maverick be done? He is. John Gabbana coming in for relief, the K-Man reliever. Same pitch arsenal that we saw from Weaver's starter. So we'll see if Gabbana can replicate the early success that we saw.
It's got a ton of velocity.
The K-Man activates. Taken all the way as Whiffer activates for McLaughlin. And strike 3 is called. So the Dragoons do put up 1, but they still trail by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning.
Absolutely froze him there with the off speed, you know, with that K-Man activating on 2 strikes. A lot of people would expect the heater just once again coming at you. But the big switch in speeds from the changeup, Ted just looking at it, catching that outside corner.
And after that big strikeout, the Beavers looking to get that run back and secure a first game win in this series. Uzumanga swings at the first pitch weakly to Ryan, throws it across the diamond for out number 1. Cleanup batter Barles Charkley is 1 for 3 on the day with a triple as Jacqueline Harrell delivers the 1-1. Heater on the outside corner, swing and a miss. Only a 3-pitch arsenal here for the K-Man. She throws that pitch just a bit outside. The 2-2 is belted right back up the middle, gets into center field for a base hit.
Yes, out with 1 out. Weaver's got someone on for Bong Changla, who already has a home run in this game. Ted's not going to be looking to make any mistakes to Changla. Probably trying to find a ground ball and just put it into this inning. Give himself a chance in the 9th.
Barles Charkley is out of the game as Stubbs Donkey, the faster base runner, comes in as a pinch runner. We'll see if that has any long-term ramifications, as that one is chased after, popped up on the infield, and Harrell takes the ball herself for out number 2. 2 outs, a runner on first for the hitless Simon Bombaclat, the third baseman. Big power, medium contact here for this batter. Big swing and a miss on the high heat. K-Man activates. The 0-2, the inside cutter is not swung on. 1-2, taken all the way low. 103 miles per hour though. Weaver sure taking a lot of effort not to swing at these pitches. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the low cutter.
Nice placement there by Ted on that pitch to get Bombaclat swinging. So now he's got his chance in the 9th. He's only got 3 outs to work with. He's got the very strong velocity arm of John Gabbana to go up against.
Genesis Agro leading things off here for the Dragoons. Top of the 9th inning. Ted is down to his last 3 outs to mount a comeback here. K-Man activates. Grounded weakly to Chivas, picks it up, throws it to first for out number 1. Stub Donkey in at first base.
Here comes Winkelson. Here comes Winkelson!
Here he comes, and there he goes! Deep center field, that baby's gone.
The man with the boomstick, 465 feet. What can you say? He comes up in any situation and he's dangerous every single time. Ted not missing that one. Puts him 1 step closer.
Still trailing by 2 are the Dragoons, and here in the cleanup spot is a tense Harlow Ryan. We'll see if Ted goes to the bench here for his cleanup hitter. Looking at Lennox Resplendent. Thinking twice about it, and Harlow Ryan will stay in. Swings at the first pitch, and it's a miss. The 0-1, taken all the way just a bit low. 0 for 3 is Ryan. Right down the middle. That one's laced towards left field. It's hit well, but tense does come into play. It dies at the track, and Weeks makes the catch for out number 2. The Dragoons are down to their last out.
Ted put a charge into that one. Pretty good job putting it out there into left field, but like you said, Tense Mojo probably playing into it.
K-Man activates for Gabbana. Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. Weaver's Beavers take game number 1.
Big W for Weaver. 2 runs. Couldn't have really been closer, especially towards the end. Took a while, it seemed, for Ted to find his feet. Weaver came out early, though. Big solo shot from Changla. Another home run, I believe. from Busi Manga. So just great job by Weaver to really jump on Ted and then kept him down with his pitching.
Absolutely. Weaver's, towards the end of the game, Ted was able to get a couple runs, especially there in the 9th inning. You can see him right there, Heathcliff Winkleson, able to make that huge solo blast happen there in the 9th, giving Ted a glimmer of hope there as he came within 2. But unfortunately for the Dragoons, that is where that game ended as they lost 2-4. The Beavers have to feel good about that going into game number 2 here. But we are going to the Dragoons' home field, and could there be an advantage there for the Dragoons?
Yes, there could be. Sorry about my typing there for a second. But yes, there could definitely be a bit of an advantage there at El Viejo, you know, in the confines of the stadium in which he's played a lot of his scrims. Ted's, like I said, looked like he was warming up a little bit in that last game towards the end. Found a way to score a couple runs, and it wasn't, you know, very, very far away. It was a 4-2 ball game, so in this game, if he's able to jump out and score a little bit, he might find a way to make this a split and hold Weaver himself.
Absolutely. Ted was able to keep that game very close throughout the whole game. He did have Weaver had a 4-0 lead for a good portion of that game, but that is where it stood, right? Weaver wasn't able to replicate that kind of success. The Dragoons pitching and his defense, Ted able to keep it a close game throughout. We'll see if a similar thing happens here as we head to El Viejo Stadium for game number 2, the final game of tonight's opening day. Folks, get ready. This is going to be a good one. Weaver's Beavers will be batting first.
Yeah, and it's all Vila on the mound in this matchup here. We're going to see Blitzer Hornblower, the fireballer from the Dragoons, going up against Papi Chulo on Weaver's Beavers.
Papi Chulo, a perennial favorite of the Beavers fans. But we'll see how Blitzer Hornblower does on the mound first for the Dragoons, facing off against Gannon Weeks. First pitch taken for a strike, a nice slider there. 5-pitch arsenal here from Hornblower. That one is hit right back at him. Bobbles it a bit, but is able to pick it up. Throws it to first for out number 1.
Yeah, worked some soft contact, like you said, a 5-pitch arsenal featuring all 3 fastballs, a slider, and a changeup. Let's see how Ted utilizes that with Hornblower.
Dangerous first pitch heater there to Cooper, but taken all the way. The cutter off the plate, or the 2-seamer, I should say, off the plate. Swung on and missed. Does not offer at the changeup, however. Connie Cooper, whiffer is activated. Throws her on the outside corner. A ringer up.
Big strikeout. Wow, what a pitch from Ted. And he's going to look to keep it going here against Manga. He's finding the edge as well.
That changeup is hammered, but right at aggro. Picks it up, fires to first for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the first. The Dragoons are due up.
That's what you want if you're Ted. Just get him up and down 1, 2, 3 as many times as you can and find a way to score a few runs off this tight pitching staff.
Weaver looking for a sweep and Ted looking for a split here in game number 2. Big check swing there. Brings the count to 1-1. Papi Chulo delivers. This one is hit towards the gap in right field. Will the center fielder be able to get to it? No! A glove stuck out there by Cooper, but unable to corral it. Ted sending her to third base, thinks better of it, sends her back to second, just in time. Some risky base running there from Ted.
Yeah, he had to really just time that right because Chivas was in a bit of a foot race with the runner there. Ooh, it's off the glove of Nornsby.
Bounces right off the glove of a diving Nornsby at short. Everyone is safe. Runners at the corners for Heathcliff Winkleson, the man who hit that big homer in the 9th inning of the previous game. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Could we be seeing a big patented Ted rally right here in the very first inning of game number 2? The 0-2 to Winkleson. Swing and a miss. Papi Chulo blows it by him.
Big fastball from Papi there. Winkleson just unable to catch up with it. Weaver's done a great job of sequencing Ted in this series so far, and that was a great play by Bumbleclap for out number 2.
Bumbleclap making the safe decision there to throw it to first and get the batter out. However, a runner does come in from third to score. Ted and his Dragoons strike first here in game number 2. A runner on second and 2 outs for Crimson Burgess, looking for her first hit of the season. Chulo delivers. The 2-2 is swung on towards the gap in right field. Will anybody get to it? Boozy Manga ranges over to make the grab. But the Dragoons do strike first. They have a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the second.
Good speed on Manga there. Had to use every bit of it to range over for that one. So Ted, nice job scoring. Almost a bit of a rally started. Weaver ended up putting a lid on it. He's going to have to answer, though. We saw great pitching from both these players last game.
And that cutter hangs over the zone, and Barrels Charkley does not miss it. That one goes all the way to the wall. Low speed, but she hustles in to make it safe at second. It's a leadoff double for the Beavers.
Yeah, nice double.
Number 5.
Let's see what he can
Beavers
do now with Chongle.
looking to even this game back up, get that run back here in the second inning. Runner on second and nobody out for Bong Chongle. Swings at the low pitch. Floats into right field. Kruger ranges over, makes the grab, and the runner holds at second.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Simon Bombaclat of the Beavers also still looking for his first hit of the season. Takes the first pitch changeup. It's a low strike. That heater, though, right along the third baseline. It is fair. That's going to score a run, and the Beavers have tied it up. An RBI double for Simon Bombaclat.
Yeah, with one out, that's very dangerous. He's got a ton of speed in Bombaclat on second base, and a good hitter in Chivas here.
Go-ahead run is at second base. Uncle Chivas swings. Oh, foul right. Well, basically like a foul tip there. The 1-2 to Chivas. Taken all the way. Low cutter. Got it.
Ted with some great placement there. Just gets Chivas looking. That's huge with the runner on second base. Now Weaver's going to need a hit to keep this going. First pitch swinging now. Should be out number 3.
Yeah, chases the cutter off of the plate. And with that ground out, we head to the bottom of the second, but we are tied back up at 1 apiece. 6, 7, 8 batters for the Dragoons due up. Skylar Cortez looking for her first hit. Poppy Chulo delivers. This one is hit well, but right at Chivas, picks it up, throws it to first for out number 1.
Yeah, tough break there for Ted. Good contact, but the reticle placement really just not there.
First pitch swinging right into center field. Plenty of time for Cooper to settle under it and catch it for out number 2.
2 very quick outs. Weaver's got to be happy with that. Pitch count low on Chulo.
Only Chulo's 20th pitch thrown there, and it is fouled down the third base line. The 1-2 to Tailwind. Check swing just a bit outside. Another big check swing, this time just a bit high. The payoff pitch. Oh, a big check swing there. Umpire says she did not swing, and they call it low, so it will be a 2-out walk for the Dragoons, bringing up the hornblower in the pitcher's spot.
Nice job by Ted to work it there. Coming from behind in the count, I believe, so keeps it alive for the pitcher. It bounces off of Charkley. He's got to leg it out, though. He's not going to be able to.
Yeah, just not enough speed there from the pitcher, nor would you expect it. And as a result, we head to the top of the third. 9-1-2 batters due up. Poppy Chulo leads things off.
Number 27.
Hornblower delivers. The slider catches the outside part of the plate. Staying with the outside pitch. This time with the cutter, a big swing and a miss. Wild pitch here, just a bit outside. The 1-2 to Hornblower. Swing and a miss. Got it.
Nice pitch by Ted there. Good placement on the fastball. And Poppy Chulo, just not great hitting stats, so had to really kind of reach for it. Just whiffs on the heater.
High and in with the heater. Catches the inside corner. The 1-1. High and inside, swung on, popped up weakly to Burgess, who makes the grab for out number 2, bringing up Connie Cooper.
Number 18.
Big
Connie.
contact versus righties here for the center fielder.
Yeah, I was going to say she's got that. Contact versus righties engaged, and 200 average so far, looking to get on base, but a weak ground ball to second results in that third out.
Still a ton of speed for Cooper, able to make it a close play at first. But indeed she is out, which will bring up the top of the order for the Dragoons as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
Fielder, number
Yoretzi McLaughlin settles in against Chulo.
She's one
Big
of the
swing and a miss.
I was just gonna say she's one of those rally starters for this team. So, like she did in the first base, if she can get on, looks like a single here. We'll see how things develop.
And with the batters to follow after her, I'm sure you don't envy Poppy Chulo or Weaver in this situation. The runner takes off on the first pitch. That's going to get up into right field. No one's going to get into it in time, which will result in runners at the corners. The speedy base runner able to get all the way to third base.
See, that's exactly how you draw it up. You send the runner, you knock the tar out of the ball to the right side. She gets to third base. Boom, you got runners on first and third, no out.
Big opportunity here for the man of the hour, Heathcliff Winkelson, batting with a 400 average. That one belted into left field. No one's going to get to it. One run will score at least, and they will keep... No, they're sending the runner home because the throw went to second. The play at the plate, not in time. It's a 2 RBI double for the Dragoons.
Wow, heads up baseball by Ted, and I think Weaver's going to be joining me in the anti-Winkelson support group here soon. Just damage after damage done by him in these games.
Winkelson showing that he is a terror to be reckoned with. And we are indeed seeing a Dragoons rally here in the third inning. 2 runs already put up and nobody out. Poppy Chulo needs to settle in. This one hit weakly. Nornsby throws it to third and gets the out there.
Ted maybe betting Weaver would be thinking fast after, maybe giving up all those runs and go right to first. Weaver heads up, though, gets the first out at third base. That's a big step into quelling this rally.
Poppy Chulo still tense on the mound, however. Oh, Ted, I'm sure wishing he had that pitch back. Just missed it. Gannon Weeks settles under it in shallow left field for out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher.
This is also a dangerous hitter in Cortez.
Brings up the catcher, Skylar Cortez. Looking for her first hit. Gets into a good count, 2-0. Swings at that one just off the plate. Weakly into the glove of Nornsby. And we head to the top of the 4th. But the Dragoons do put up 2 there in the bottom of the inning. They take a 3-1 lead.
Just a lot of comfortability from these home teams, it seemed, in both of these ball games. Weaver at Emerald Diamond really had control of the game. And it seems here Ted at El Viejo so far has managed to really take this one by the horns, as that one's lifted to center field for out number 1 by Busi Manga.
Now batting, the first baseman.
With 1 out and nobody on, Bartles Charkley stepping in. But Bitzer Hornblower is locked in on the mound with only 30 pitches thrown. And on the 30th pitch, it is grounded to Agro, who picks it up and fires it to Winkelson at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 5.
Bong Chongle stepping in. The 1-0. Fouled into the dugout. 1-1 to Chongle. Just catches the outside corner. Try the backdoor 2-seamer. Doesn't catch. Gonna try to get him to chase the cutter. He does. Grounded to Agro. Picks it up. Fires it to first. Out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Dragoons looking to add on to their lead.
Yeah, so far so good for Hornblower through 4. You can see Ted utilizing the movement on those fastballs to get Weaver to fish a little bit, make the contact he's looking to get him to make, and getting those outs.
Lena Kruger hits that one back up the middle. Oh, and it bounces off the diving Chivas. It'll be a lead-off single for the Dragoons.
That's a good break for Ted. Another lead-off single to possibly start things off. We saw how the rally started last inning with McLaughlin.
Here in the bottom of the order, it would be quite terrifying if the Dragoons can get something going. And a stolen base there for the Dragoons puts a runner in scoring position. Heads up base running there by Ted, as this one is lined right into the glove of Simon Bombaclad at third.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. Ted sent quite a few runners stealing in this series so far. Perhaps a part of his game he's really been trying to sharpen up.
He has a ton of speed on most of his players. Might as well use it. Oh, a big check swing, but that one gets away from the catcher. The runner will advance to third base with 1 out.
Weaver's going to play back and give him the run here. Bitzer up the chute.
Oh.
It's going to be a hit no matter what. Look at that RBI.
Another diving play by Chivas, and it bounces off of him yet again. And that'll bring in a run to score for the Dragoons. They lead 4-1 here with a runner on first, 1 out, and the top of the order now batting.
Yeah, it was big there from Bitzer Hornblower to help himself out. Ooh, way early on that change.
Big swing and a miss there. Strikes out Uretzi McLaughlin and brings up Genesis Agro. Takes the first pitch high out of the zone. The 1-0. 98 power, but right into the glove of Barles Charkley.
An absolute stinger. That exit velo of that ball must have been well over 100 plus. That was crushed, but Charkley snatched it up for the third out.
Third baseman, number 22.
Here we are in the top of the 5th inning. The Beavers trailing by 3, looking to get right back in this one. Bombaclat works the count 1-1. The inside slider from Hornblower, not close. And the 2-1 is swung on, got him to chase that cutter. Weakly popped up to Kruger in right field for out number 1.
The second baseman.
The soft contact trend continuing. Ted's using the cutter well. Weaver just perhaps a little bit of impatience, or he's just not able to really find his pitch. Ted's really living on the edges, though.
Uncle Chivas gets into a good count 2-0, still looking for his first hit in the XBL. Lays off of that one, called a strike. The 2-1, two-seamer over the plate, taken all the way, strike 2. The 2-2. Ooh,
missed.
just a bit inside. Works the count full, the most patient we've seen him. The payoff pitch, taken all the way, froze him, strike 3, called on the outside corner.
The performance from Ted right now is absolutely masterful. He's owning every corner of the strike zone, and Weaver really doesn't know where to look to try and sit on one.
The 1-1 to Nornsby, also looking for his first hit. Fouls that one off, brings the count to 1-2. The inside cutter does not cut enough. 2-2, just a bit inside as well. Brings the count full. The payoff pitch to Nornsby is wild. Is swung on, weakly grounded to Agro, throws it to first for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning. Ted is wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, he is indeed. He's only given up the 1 run on 2 hits only. So if he keeps it up with Hornblower here, he's looking in good shape. He's going to look to add to it. Here's the dangerous Winkelson batting a whopping 500.
Poppy Chulo definitely looking to retire Winkelson here and go as far as he can in this game. The 1-2 to Winkelson is swung on towards the gap in right field. That's going to get down as a base hit. Manga picks it up, fires it into second to keep the runner at first.
Nice way to start things off, and yet another leadoff hit for the Dragoons. Ted has really loosened up here in game 2.
Harlow Ryan still looking for her first hit, batting in the cleanup spot. Not a lot of speed on the bags at first, but a 3-0 count. Ryan swings, puts that one into center field, and gets her first hit of the season. First and second with nobody out. Another rally starting up here for Ted.
Yeah, and watch out. There's not too many shabby hitters in this lineup. He's able to really get it done throughout, so you have to pitch each and every one of them carefully. There's a lot of...
Burgess.
I was just going to say, Chula very tense as that one gets past the catcher, and the runners are going to move up.
Perhaps a product there of Chulo's tense mojo. Weaver can't be happy with his team right now. This is not how they want to fall apart. But Barles Charkley picking up the slack with an amazing diving play at first.
That was a big play by Charkley to save a couple runs and keep this where it is.
Lays out on the low liner and snags it before it hits the dirt, keeping the runners at second and third and recording the first out of this bottom of the 5th. Chulo still having trouble finding the zone. The 3-0. Ooh, swung on and missed. The 3-1. Belted. Charkley, another heads-up play, able to lift the glove up just in time for out number 2.
Yeah, all she could really do was react to that. She just happened to be in the right place. Ball was absolutely drilled. Chulo had to go after Ted there. I could have put him on, but he chose to go after him. Ended up being the right choice.
This will not be another 3-0 as the 2-0 pitch is a strike. The 2-1. Swung on. Chulo handles it, throws it to first, out number 3. The Beavers work out of the jam. We'll see if it's a momentum shift as the pitcher's spot is due up.
Yeah, that was big. Chulo really needed to make a play on that ball, and he picked it right up, snatched it for the out. That could have easily been the 2 runs that Ted was looking for with those runners on base. We see Flip Chubson Bubson coming off the bench here for the pinch hit.
Flib Chubson Bubson stepping in for his first at-bat here in Season 9. His first at-bat in the XBL. The 1-2 to Bubson is swung on weakly towards aggro, picks it up, throws it to first for out number 1. And you saw Mojo go up right there. That can mean only one thing. Bitzer Hornblower's on fire.
And Bitzer's on fire, and he's not going anywhere until things, you know, start to look a little hairy for Ted. But I don't see that coming with the way he's dealing. Let's just let this man work on the mound.
The low changeup taken all the way. The 2-2 to Gannon Weeks is swung on, weak contact, but hit deep to right field. Kruger at the wall makes the catch at the track.
Yeah, there was a good amount of speed and a good amount of trajectory on that, regardless of the weak contact. I thought for a minute El Viejo might be small enough to let that one get out.
Connie Cooper gets a hold of that fastball, drills it into right field for a 2-out single. The Beavers need to start picking up the slack. They trail by 3 here in the 6th. Hornblower down to locked in, and 62 pitches thrown. Stat diminishing may occur soon. Uzimanga takes the 1-1. Low and inside, called a strike. The 1-2. Just a bit inside. A lot of speed on the bag there at first. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the low and inside slider.
Big strikeout for Ted. Wow. That is absolutely huge in this ball game. He had, you know, potential danger there with the runner on base. Just shut him down. Weaver unable to really get anything going.
And Joff Bozos coming in for relief as the Beavers go to the bullpen here. And out number 1 is quickly recorded on a ground out. Hornblower on fire, staying in the game.
Don't give him a pitch to hit with those stats either.
Looking pretty terrifying indeed against Bozos. But Bozos gets into a 1-2 count. That one swung on, grounded to Nornsby, picks it up, throws it to first. 2 away. Brings up the top of the order, Uretzi McLaughlin. Faces off against Bozos. First pitch. Swings on it. Lifted into center field. Cooper makes the grab for out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The Beavers trail by 3.
Yeah, looking pretty good right now for the Dragoons. The Beavers really need to try and string a few hits together. Weaver's done a good job of working counts. I mean, Blitzer's only got 66 pitches in the 7th inning, so maybe not as good as I thought. He's been chasing a little bit of those pitches like you just saw. He gets a hit there, though. Ted's been tailing a lot of those pitches on the outside portion of the zone, and Weaver's just been biting a lot.
The catcher, number 5.
Weaver able to get a lead-off single. Indeed, chasing that pitch out of the zone. But sometimes those weak contact bloop hits will be able to get you on base. But I'm sure Weaver hoping to do a little bit more than just that with Bong Chongle. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3 off the plate.
Again, gets him fishing a little bit. Weaver not even really able to make the contact that time. So with Bombaclat now and a runner on, he's got to try and navigate this. Ted's going to be looking for that ground ball, but Bombaclat's the guy who usually seems to get things started for this Beavers team.
Oh, that one hit well and right into the hole. McLaughlin picks it up and fires it back into the infield, but it is runners on first and second with Uncle Chivas up to bat, still looking for his first hit in the XBL. First pitch taken all the way just a bit outside. First and second and 1 out. That one swung on. Right back to Hornblower, but he has trouble picking it up. It won't be a double play. The ground out advances the runners to bring up Nornsby.
Yeah, Ted just smart to take the sure out, not really make it too close at second or third. He's going to go right after Nornsby, who has yet to get a hit on the season.
Nornsby lays off of that inside two-seamer, a pitch that on either side Weaver has struggled with tonight. Fouls that one into the seats. The 1-2. Taken all the way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner.
Weaver bamboozled right now by Hornblower and Ted Danson. Just a great job by Ted with sequencing and pitch placement, everything tonight.
Weaver been able to get on base in quite a few of these innings, but just unable to bring them home. Ted absolutely shutting down any offensive production from this Beavers offense. And with a comfortable 4-1 lead here, he looks to add on some more. This one is grounded, however, to Nornsby, who picks it up and throws it to first for out number 1. Here's the big threat yet again. Heathcliff Winkelson swings at the first pitch, but it is that low changeup we are so accustomed to seeing. Ooh, gets him chasing the high heat. Quick 0-2. And ring him up on the check swing. Got him on the outside corner.
Yeah, frozen. Weaver working very quickly. Perhaps Ted just not really ready for that one.
Bozos locked in on the mound for the Beavers. A huge help as they try to keep this game where it is. Give themselves a chance to come back in the next 2 innings. Oh, big swing and a miss there. Strike 3. And we head to the top of the 8th, 9-1-2. Bozos is locked in, but we'll see if the Beavers keep him in.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Yeah, this is a big decision for Weaver. Does he want to keep that reliever in? No, he's going to go to the bench, I believe.
At least check out his options.
Now batting,
And he does indeed go to Bruce Coe. Interesting, going for the righty-on-righty matchup here. Takes the first pitch inside.
Perhaps
Heater.
just the best hitter available, I think, for Weaver. I'm not really sure how that bench stacks up.
The two-seamer over the plate is getting a hold of, but McLaughlin is able to track it down and make the catch. That line drive seemed destined for the grass, but just hung up a bit too long. Hornblower's stats are diminishing, but Ted clearly confident in his starter's ability to go as deep as he needs him to. 1-2 to Weeks. Swung on towards Winkelson, lays out to keep the ball from getting into the outfield grass. Hornblower covers first, and the throw is in time for out number 2.
Yeah, nice little diving play just to be a sure thing. Continues to deal, does Hornblower. Weaver's getting a little desperate. That one's hit well into the gap, though. Tailwind's got speed.
Oh, and a diving effort by Tailwind. She isn't able to come up with it. Weaver sending her to third, thinks better about it. Sends her back to second. It will be a 2-out double for Cooper, and Boozy Manga up to bat.
That was a laser of a throw in there. I think she was done at third, so smart by Weaver to conserve the runner instead of make that third out.
Cutter hangs over the plate, but Weaver does not offer at it. That one, however, does, and he sends it to right. Tailwind, another diving opportunity, but she's in front of it. The Beavers will put up another run. It's 2-4 Beavers. This time he's sending him all the way to third, and he's safe in there with a 2-out triple.
Okay, this is getting a little dangerous. Now maybe if you're Ted, you want to perhaps go to the bullpen. We're going to see here his choices.
And Jacqueline Harrell, high velo, no junk, no accuracy, comes in for the Dragoons. 4-seamer cutter changeup. And that one, Weaver getting impatient on the second pitch. Swings at it, lifted to McLaughlin. Out number 3, they leave the runner at third base. John Gabbana coming in for relief for the Beavers to try to keep this game at 2-4 and give the Beavers a chance in the top of the 9th to come back in this one.
Yeah, any bit of cushion that Ted might be able to find here would be huge. Weaver looked like he was finding his feet a little bit in that last inning. So you want to shut him down completely somehow.
Oh, and Weaver making quick work of that one. A great strikeout there from John Gabbana to lead off the bottom of the 8th, but that first pitch, great power on it, but right into the glove of Chivas, running past the ball just a bit, but is able to reach behind him and snag it out of the air. The 1-1 to Kruger, 2 outs and nobody on. A swing and a miss on the inside off speed. K-Man activates. Protecting the plate, swung on and fouled towards the dugout. 1-2, swing and a miss, 103 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's tough to catch up to those if you're not really keyed in on them with that K-man. Nice job by Weaver to get the fastball by Ted and give himself a chance here now in the top of the ninth to tie this up.
And the Beavers are down to their last 3 outs here. Bong Chongle is tense, but it looks like he will be staying in the game. The first pitch from Harrell. Swung on towards McLaughlin in left. Makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting.
It's a big first out for Ted here, trying to come away with this split.
Simon steps in, takes the first pitch down the pipe. 0-1. Sticking with the heater is Harrell. Off the plate. The 1-1. Just a bit inside. Nobody on. 1 out. The Beavers trail by 2. Ooh, that one swung on and fouled back into the netting. K-Man activates the 2-2. Swung on, got a piece of it. It will be in foul territory. No one's going to get to it.
Keeps him alive there.
The 2-2. Got him with the cutter on the outside part of the plate. Struck him out.
Great pitch by Ted there to get the second out. Really, really great. Just painting with the cutter. He's been doing it all night.
And if any time's the time for Uncle Chivas' first hit of his season, of his career in the XBL, it is now, and it bounces off of the glove of the second baseman aggro. And the Beavers in Nong Chias Nornsby have the tying run at the plate.
Now batting, number 3.
Dub Donkey is coming in to pinch hit. The low cutter taken all the way. The 1-0 to Donkey is swung on weakly down the third baseline. No one's going to get to it. McLaughlin picks it up, throws it to third, keeps the runner at second. First and second with 2 outs here for John Gabbana in the pitcher spot. Will Beaver go to the bench?
We're going to see him go to the bench here, and let's see if Ted chooses to maybe go with a pinch or a new pitcher. No, he doesn't.
Ghibli Chongle. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. K-Man activates for Harrell. 1 strike away from starting this off with a split. Struck him out 103 miles per hour. Got him swinging. The Dragoons take game number 2 and come away with a series split.
Huge series split for Ted there. Both games tonight in this set by a score of 4-2. Really couldn't be any closer. And I would say that we are no closer into determining which of these 2 teams are better than each other.
One thing is for sure, Dwayne, both of these teams played an excellent series tonight. Even though, one team, they both beat each other by multiple runs, it was the same score, just mirrored. Weaver won 4-2 in game number 1, and Ted won 4-2 in game number 2. It's clearly a back-and-forth battle between these 2 guys. Both of them able to put some good rallies together. Both of them able to come in clutch when they needed to. And the result ends up being as even a split as you can get.
Yeah, I think from what you saw from both of these guys in their respective home games was very cerebral pitching performances. Weaver came out with a plan in game 1 against Ted. He executed it well with Walter Maverick. He kept Ted from getting a lot of hits and got his own on the board. He had a couple of home runs. And then the same on the flip side for Ted in game 2. He really just went after Weaver. He was getting him swinging a lot of pitches out of the zone. He got some good contact early. He hit the big RBI with Winkelson after, warming up with that home run towards the end of game 1. So good job by Ted in game 2 to bounce back after that loss in game 1. But really masterful performances from both of them on the mound.
Absolutely. I think Ted's pitching performance in Game 2 was certainly a highlight of it. Both of, actually, Weaver and Ted's starters able to get on fire throughout both of their games. Again, just like as even as you can possibly imagine a split to be.
Yeah, they were really going tit for tat, punch for punch, all the way throughout, and it ended up being a very, very fun and entertaining series to watch and call.
Absolutely. And that series will actually end our night of broadcasting for the XBL. This was opening day, and we promised several hours worth of baseball action. We're rounding up about, what would this be? Almost 5 hours worth of baseball action in 6 games. Like, I think we all knew today was going to be absolutely outstanding from the moment that Game 1 started and we had that 12-inning slugfest between that battle back and forth between B. Hagen and No Hummus.
Yeah, seriously, it really did start off on the right note tonight, and it carried all the way throughout. Great games by all the teams, all the participants tonight. And here we go. We're getting ready for. We're not getting ready for. We're now commencing with Season 9. It's underway. Games are now free to be played.
Here we are in Season 9, guys. If you are in the XBL, AAA, or AA, make sure you are making your schedules known in that appropriate channel in the Discord. Make sure you're finding out and scheduling those games to be played because, as Dwayne just said, we are in it. Season 9 of the XBL has begun, and we cannot wait to see how the games are played this season.
No, we cannot. We're on the road to another title, another champion, but, it all starts tonight. Like I said, great job by our participants. Thank you all for joining us. It's been a pleasure to bring these games to you. Snack, do you have any parting messages for us?
I just want to say another quick thank you to Mickey, the trailer guy, for creating that amazing trailer, and for Urban for providing the additional voiceover. Thank you, Dwayne, for your amazing color commentary, as well as Weaver, who was casting earlier. Thank you, the fans, all of you who have been watching tonight and who have watched us in the past. We thank you so much for your support, and we hope to see you in the weeks to come here on Match of the Week in the XBL for Season 9. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night.
See y'all later.